Did you hear? Steve Bannon thanked Rupert Murdoch for keeping Donald Trump off of Fox News and for admitting in court documents that he and all of his Fox commentators knew that the election was not stolen. Just kidding. Steve Bannon's upset at Rupert Murdoch for not covering Donald Trump. Watch this.
Okay, Murdoch, here's the way it's going to be, brother. You've disrespected Donald J. Trump long enough, okay? He goes to East Palestine and gets the Biden administration. It's a global news event, and you don't cover it live. Is there that much happening on Fox News at 2 in the afternoon that you can't cover him live? He hasn't been on Fox News since he announced for presidency. Let me ask you, any guy that brought peace to the world for 4 years until the Chinese let off a bioweapon, right?
That was Steve Bannon at CPAC talking to Rupert Murdoch as if he is Hulk Hogan talking to the Iron Sheik. Okay, Murdoch, this is what it's going to be like, brother. You listen to me now, brother. I'm assuming Steve Bannon watched some old school wrestling before he gave this speech at CPAC, but he's upset at Rupert Murdoch because Rupert Murdoch has not been covering Donald Trump's going about and doing stuff that retired presidents are not supposed to do, like showing up at East Palestine, where there was the train disaster, and making a circus out of it. Nobody wanted Donald Trump there. Nobody needed Donald Trump there. Donald Trump has never done good in disaster situations. Remember he went down to Puerto Rico, started shooting paper towels. Then he went to California, and he said that the reason there was wildfires was because they hadn't raked their leaves. And then remember coronavirus, the way he managed that by saying, oh, it'll be gone when the weather gets warm, don't worry about it. So nobody wanted Donald Trump down in East Palestine, and thank you, Fox News, for not covering it. But Steve Bannon wanted you to cover it. By the way, why is Steve Bannon still a thing? Wasn't he in jail? How did he get out? This guy frauded people out of money by taking the money that he was going to use for building that wall and buying a boat. And now he's walking around giving speeches at CPAC. This guy is the biggest disaster, and he's the biggest threat to democracy, and he's over there giving speeches? What's going on? No, Steve Bannon, we don't want to see him, and old man Murdoch doesn't have to cover him like you're saying he should. But Steve Bannon keeps going because it's CPAC, and he's got an audience, and watch this clip.
The Murdochs immediately have to start covering President Trump. No special deals. Just cover the man, asking the tough questions. But we need to hear the voice of Donald J. Trump. Hey, and old man Murdoch, while you're at it, why don't you no more softball interviews to the guys running against him and no more infomercials, okay? Play it straight. You play it straight. Donald Trump's going to win the primary, and Donald Trump's going to win the presidency.
I really despise Steve Bannon, but that video was sad because when they cut away to the audience, first of all, there's a lot of empty seats in the back. Secondly, it's a lot of old white people. And then it comes back to Steve Bannon and he goes, hey, old man Murdoch, you play straight. I wonder if the old white people are like, why is he calling him old? Why has he got to get the old thing in there? Is he making fun of us too? What's going on? Steve Bannon is a little worried because Donald Trump actually has real contenders in the Republican primary, most notably Ron DeSantis. And he is trying to rile up the base, to push Fox, to cover Trump because he thinks that's going to be good for Trump and help him win the primary and then the presidency. First of all, let me tell you right now, Trump, there's no way he's going to win the presidency at this point because he's got so much baggage that comes with him. I will go back and say this. The 2020 elections, it wasn't that Biden won as much as it was that Trump lost. The reason there was record voter turnout was because as many people that loved the guy, as many people that felt comfortable supporting a racist, misogynistic, sick, narcissistic piece of crap or whatever you want to call the guy, there was just as many people who hated the guy. So they voted against him. So in a general election, given all the crap, including January 6th, where he tried to overthrow a democratically elected president and get rid of democracy and all the other court cases that have come out against him, in the general election, there's going to be people turning out to vote against Donald Trump. So I don't think he can win a general election. He can still win the primary, though, because there's enough cuckoo Republicans who would vote for him. And with that said, I just hope Steve Bannon ends up where he should, which is in an orange jumpsuit, preferably somewhere near Donald Trump in an orange jumpsuit. And maybe then Fox News can cover both of them as they march into jail. Let's see what happens. I'm Maz Jobrani. Come see me live at a comedy show. It'll be funny, I promise. Follow me on social media. Namaste.